music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Black Ink Crew Season 6. This is episode 14. And that goddamn sky. That sky. We're going to get to her ass in a minute. But first things first, as y'all always ask now, what lipstick is she wearing today? So, tonight's lipstick is Kat Von D. It is a liquid lipstick. The color is Echo. I have been waiting for this color for a while. It was sold out in the store, then I couldn't find it online, and I finally found it online, and I love it. So yeah, this is the color Echo. So yeah, I got it from Sephora. Sephora need to give me a goddamn gone look. Y'all tell Sephora who y'all getting y'all lipstick ideas from, okay? Shoot. Anywho, so this episode, Sky got on my nerve pretty much all up and through this episode, from beginning to the end, especially the end with her and Genesis. That, let's just hurry up so I can get to that part. So we see Sky in the beginning. They are still at the little ski lodge or whatever. Excuse me. And Sky is talking about how because we remember the last episode ended with Sky being upset when she found out or thought that Ted and Jada fucked. And, you know, she's in her confession how, you know, I'm done with Ted or whatever, but I ain't done with Jada. So she's talking about she's digging up information on Jada that she's just waiting for her sources to get back from her, because she looked up stuff on social media. And this is my opinion on Sky. At the end of the day, Sky is a shady bitch. Sky looks pathetic when she attacks women based on who Ted sleeps with. And, you know what I'm saying? I think she need to grow the fuck up. I think you are consistently getting pissed off at females for messing with Ted, but you ain't said not two words to Ted about messing with somebody else. And my thing also is, Ted ain't your dick no more, boo-boo. And y'all wasn't even that close in the first goddamn gonna place. So for you to try to be dogging Jada and saying, I'm done getting on Ted head, but I'm gonna find some dirt on Jada and get at her. You was a weak, pathetic piece of and it's stupid. You look pathetic. And the sad part about it is, it's just for a storyline, and you know what I'm saying, you making yourself look pitiful, really, because you over here panning over some dude who don't want you. And the thing about it is, you so mad at the females when he the one who is disrespecting you. If you feel like he shouldn't be messing with other girls in the shop, talk to him, cuss him out, do something about him. But no, you won't do that, boo boo. You want to go after the females. You a piece of shit, Sky, and it is what it is. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So we see Caesar trying to talk to Kit. You know, Kit is mad from last week when she walked in and saw him in his room with that girl in the tub. We know that was some fake stuff too. However, she's upset, and she's like, you know what? Every time we get together, it's always something. It's another chick this or another chick that, or just some kind of issue. So for me, we can't mess around no more. I'm done. You know, we need to just leave it at that. Of course, he's, you know what I'm saying, not happy about that, but what can you do? You know, we see how they having Babe's bachelorette party. They all have been playing games. They was playing like a life-size Connect 4, drinking, just having a good old time as adults. We see then somebody like dare Kit to strip, and so she does. Well, she just takes her top off, and she's like, she want to show C's what he missing, because she still likes C's. Honestly, she do. And then after that, we hear a knock at the door, and this C's ex-girlfriend, the girl Persuasion. I got a lipstick called Persuasion, who walk in, and I'm like, first of all, we know this is part of production, because how else can she find out where they at? You know, she starts saying, well, I saw y'all on IG and y'all was looking real boring and bored, so I came to live at the party. Ain't no way in hell that she got there and got mic'd up and it was a surprise. Bitch, please. Y'all can't fool me. But as we know, it's for entertainment. And I'm not saying that the crew knew, but I'm saying production knew she was coming, because she walked in there with a microphone on. And C's like, she is really crazy. Like, I done broke with her a couple times and she keep popping up because you keep allowing her to. My thing is, crazy stalkers is only crazy stalkers until you show them they don't pop up here no more. Like, this, I can't threaten violence on nobody, but you just have to kind of let your foot. I mean, look, you being too friendly with the chick, so she keeps coming back around. That's on you, C's. Stop having sex with random people. We then see some dancers show up. Donna the Naya strippers. They dancing over everybody. We see Crystal getting down. C's like, oh my God, my baby mama over there with stripping, dick in her face. You know, go ahead, girl. And everyone is having a good time. They all laughing and joking and party. Let's all get wasted. And the strippers leave. They all still chilling and laughing and joking or whatever. And then here comes Sky with the bullshit. So Sky like, yeah, my source came through. And she then starts passing her phone around with a she said email or text message or whatever. And she said, read it, what it say? Read it out loud. No one wants to read it out loud. Everyone like, man, go ahead with that bullshit. Like, I like how they all played her like, Sky, no. Because usually they would just play into like, okay, yeah, this is what it say. I like how none of them allowed her to use them as the person to say it out loud. None of them would say it. So she passed. So finally then someone, I think she said it. I can't remember who said it out loud, but said how the rumor was Jada messed with some dude and the girl was pissed saying that Jada saw her man and that Jada has herpes. Now my thing is, you have to remember that you can never believe dirt from a scorned bitch. You just can't. You can't. You really can't. Especially someone who says, I don't like her because she did A, B, C, and D. They looking for something to get back at that person. So my thing is, when a girl said, I'm pissed off, I'm a scorned lover, she took my man, and this is the rumor, you don't listen to that. But not Sky. Sky's a petty, pathetic bitch. And she listened to it and she's falling into the trap of, you want to play this role, Sky? I'm going to call you what it is. You looking real pathetic. Okay. So when she said that, you know, Jada got herpes, no one laughs. No one says, what do she? No one even reacts how Sky thought they would react. Everyone looking like, that girl ain't got herpes, and you look dumb yelling it out as if it's true. Jada wasn't happy. Like, Jada wasn't even like, you know, that's some bullshit. And she's gonna say, yeah, I'm here to spread this info like you were spreading your legs. I think the one thing that made me happy about the scene is, one, Jada didn't back down. Jada went right in Sky's face like, bitch, it ain't funny. I don't find it funny. I ain't got no goddamn herpes, bitch. Fuck you. And when Sky tried to play that, I'ma sit here and be all calm, rolling. You better get up out my face. Jada didn't back up. Security came and pulled Jada back because they saw Jada was finna beat Sky ass. Sky be on that bullshit and feel like she can punk people, and she's done that with other females. I like how Jada ain't the one. I really feel like Sky didn't met her match in Jada. Not in the aspect of how Jada is loud and she'll argue and she'll fuss and she'll fight. But Jada ain't the person that you can say something about her and she gonna back down a coward away from the situation. She gonna go with you head up. And I respect that about Jada. And I like how she didn't get too crazy initially. She got more and more frustrated when security pulled her back, and she was free to do whatever, but Sky kept yelling from across the room, you got herpes, and she just broke some glasses or whatever. But you know, Sky, no one believes you. If anything, I believe you got herpes more than she do. Next, we see Bay. They're back at the shop now. They're back in New York and everything. You know, Bae come in saying how her and Rob has decided to not to have a shotgun wedding. She's like, I don't know what I was thinking. I kept thinking about not being a fat bride. So I was trying to rush it. Not thinking about that I can just wait until after the baby is born. Then, you know, lose the weight and then have a wedding. So that's what they're going to do now. We do see Jada saying she was still pissed off about the rumors Sky was spreading. And, you know, saying how Sky got her fucked up spreading these damn rumors. But she said she felt like, you know what I'm saying, she knows Sky jealous. And it's true. It really is true. I feel like Sky hasn't had someone come in since she been on the show who can top her or who can get attention like her. Like, even though we like Donna, okay, Donna cool. Kit cool too. But it's something about Jada that got classy, ghetto, Sky vibes. Like, everything Sky wants. Like, Sky over the top ghetto and crazy. I feel like Jada can be a little less over the top but still entertaining if they allow her to grow to that character. And you know, she was saying how, you know, her spreading lies is just jealous, and it shows how she's childish, and you know, and it's all over a hookup because of Ted, and it's stupid. And she said, you know, I don't have herpes for one, so that's some bullshit. And she's like, what she did was a bitch move, and it really was what little girls do. And she said, better yet, an old bitch move. And it's true. That's what people do. They a old bitch like, well, I can say she got an STD and think that's gonna be something big, and people looking like they don't believe you no way, Sky, so you look dumb. And she did start crying because she was like, you know, she trying to fuck up my reputation. And it's true. If Usher, he ain't said yes or no if he had herpes. We know he do got herpes. But anyone, when you think of herpes, it is a stigma like, ugh, they dirty, they got herpes. And saying it on national TV, people might believe it. And so for the rest of her life, somebody gonna say, ain't you the girl from Black and Crew got herpes? It's gonna, so she was more mad that you didn't put something on me that ain't even true, and you done fucked up my reputation, and I don't like that shit. And they all like on her side or whatever. They're like, oh, it's cool, you know, we don't believe it, it's fine, you know. And sees that how he gonna go talk to her because she keep acting stupid on staff, but he don't, because C's ain't shit either when it comes to her. But it is what it is. You know, we even see Donna back at the crib. We ain't seen Donna Man since he gave her that goddamn dog. Like on episode 2 of this season, we ain't seen that man come help her move them boxes in. He been gone all season. He popped up today. So Mo come over to the house because she been gone for 2 days on this little trip or whatever, and he come over and she all dressed up to, you know, have some butt naked nasty sex. And he ain't for it. He come in, he walk right past her, he sit down, he eat a strawberry, he drink some wine, some champagne, but he ain't paying her no mind. And she like, what's up with you? And he like, yeah, how's your trip? You know, how's the ski trip? How did this? And when a dude walk in on some, I don't want to have sex tip, even though I see you in your sex clothes, and say, how was your trip? Just say, what's wrong? Like, don't say how the trip was. Just say, what's wrong? It's something. Let's just get it over with. And, you know, he was pissed off because he saw some things that Alex posted on Instagram that he felt was inappropriate, that Alex should not have posted. Now, I know since then, Alex has posted a video of him and Donna supposedly having sex. I seen a snippet of the video. I didn't care much because I feel like Alex looks like the kind of dude who will fuck a bitch in the bathroom and videotape it. And I feel like Donna is the kind of girl who would allow it to happen, so I didn't care. But I do think in the video that they were showing us of him posting on Instagram at this point in time, it wasn't as if Donna was aware he was recording her. It looks as if they were all having fun. She wasn't even interacting with him on the videos that they showed. She was just dancing with the stripper, laying around, she was being Donna. Let's call it place. She was being Donna, but he still did not appreciate it. And what he said, what I thought was cool, was he said you need to edit what you allow on Instagram. Meaning, even if you doing shit, that don't mean you gotta post stuff. Even if you at a bachelorette party with your legs up and with your friends laughing and joking, that don't mean you should post it. And he was pissed, so he leave because like, this is some bullshit. Can't believe you did that. And now Donna pissed. So we see her go to the shop looking for Alex. First time, his ass wasn't there. And then when she comes back later and he is there, she lay into him like, what the fuck was you thinking? Why would you post that bullshit about me? My man seen it, he pissed off. And Alex tried to play like he dumb diddy. And like he don't care. Like, what? I didn't even know your man followed me. And they like, dude, you know, word travel on social media. And it do. Someone doesn't have to follow you to figure out what you posted. Because my thing is, once it starts being shared. And the thing is, y'all on TV. So people, and I think his page is open. Do I follow him on IG? I might follow him on IG. I can't remember. But he played like it was no big deal, which I thought was some hoe ass shit. Because my thing is, even if you posted it thinking, oh, it ain't that big of a deal, if she's coming to you saying, dude, what you posted, my dude got pissed about it, and I'm pissed too. Like, you can at least say, you know what, I'm saying, my bad, I ain't think nothing about it. Let me take it down because it was some bullshit. But he kind of kept, it don't matter what you acting up for. You know, it ain't no big deal. Yada, yada, yada. And then Donna go outside, picks up a bucket of snow, and comes back in and throw the bucket of snow on him because he was kind of like, he kind of just wasn't taking her serious. But the whole time she was throwing snow on him, the first thing I kept thinking is, well, who the fuck packed up the goddamn bucket of snow? Because my thing is, I mean, was the bucket outside and it got filled up with snow? And who puts the bucket outside in the snow? Like, I'd have kept wondering that shit. Like, what the fuck was the bucket for? And, okay. So, yeah, that's how that part was. You know, we see a really cool scene where Crystal comes to the shop and she gets Caesar to cover an old tattoo he did, which did look like a prison tattoo. And a prison tattoo just means, it does not mean you got the tattoo in prison. It means the tattoo was so basic you could have got it in prison. So it's like a term or whatever. I have a prison tattoo. It was the first tattoo I got, and it says J. Lee. It has 380 on it. It was a dumb ass tattoo. So stupid. So fucking stupid. And I need to get it covered up because it's such a jail tattoo. But it's on my arm, but it is what it is. Matter of fact, where is it at? Oh no, that's a tattoo. So yeah, this one. So I want to get this one covered up. Yeah. I think that's a jail tattoo. But just so y'all can see, this is a different tattoo. It says True Love. But you know, I'm like, I know this with this. I have 3 tattoos, one on my back too. Anywho, Crystal comes in and the tattoo was bad. But what I like is when Caesar was doing the tattoo and he was talking, he was saying how, you know, Crystal was the reason why he even started tattooing it in the first place, because, you know, she got pregnant and he needed to do other things. He couldn't be in the streets or whatever. And he said even though they had all these issues, they broke up, shit got real rough with them. They was beefed out. She got him locked up for like child support. And all the stuff we've seen happen over the past 6 seasons. He said, you know, hanging out with her like at the ski lodge, he remembered how cool of a person she's just a really cool person. And he said for the first time he's like, I'm thinking about it, like I think I'm actually friends with my baby mama. And I think they are friends now. I think they have moved past the whole I need you to be better situation, and they are cool. And that is a good thing because their daughter get to see them be cordial. So that's really good. And the tattoo he did that he redid was really cool. So y'all liked it. We see Jada come to the shop and she actually had like an STD truck come to the shop because she's like, you know, y'all, you know, she said this, so we're gonna all get tested since, you know, she's like, I don't have herpes, so we're gonna all get tested at this STD truck. And so y'all like, well, damn, okay, I guess so. So they all go outside to this STD, and I've heard of trucks like that too. You know, they all go outside to this STD truck, and the dude like, okay, so first things first, have any of y'all, you know, had anything to drink or, you know, did any drugs within the past like 24 hours? Of course they all have. Of course they all have either smoked some weed, had a drink in the last, you know, 24 hours. And he was like, you know, y'all can't get tested because the drugs in your system will alter the test. And so none of them can get the test done. So, but it was a thing. But everyone tells her when they got back in the shop, like, we didn't believe it anyway. We know that's just Sky being Sky. None of us thought you had herpes. So then Jada come in, and so Jada said, well, yeah, you know, we was gonna have the STD test, but we couldn't get it done because they said that we all couldn't have had anything to smoke or drink, so we can't get it. Well, you got an STD, you got herpes, and you were scared to get your coochie tested, blah blah blah. Sky being Sky, Sky being loud. And what I liked is Jada realized what Sky was doing. She said, this bitch want to scare Ted away from sleeping with me, because she said if I tell people that she have herpes, Ted won't fuck her. And she's like, that's what, and I'm like, I completely believe that, because that's it. So when she, in her confessional, she said she mad at me because he don't want her old robo pussy. I said, bitch, robo pussy, bitch. Oh my God, it was so hilarious. I'm like that. I chuckle so damn hard. So, you know, I feel like Jada called checkmate, bitch, because what she said to her was, you know, my pussy don't concern you. You so mad at me. You worried about who Ted fucking because he don't want to fuck you. Don't check me, nigga. Check that nigga, bitch. And she walked out. Like I was like, Jada, come, and because all Scott can say, you got herpes. And at this point, Jada paid her dust. Like, Jada, like, I'm not finna sit around here and sit and argue with you and fight with you, bitch. My pussy don't concern you. If you mad at me, be mad at him because he don't want to fuck you. And she literally, like, basically dropped the fucking microphone and walked past her. And Sky was sitting there looking dumb, because her sitting there saying, you got herpes, we don't believe you. No one believes you, and you look fucking stupid. So, whatever, you lose. Okay, so we do see C's go talk to Sky. But what I did not like is he didn't check her about her antics towards Jada. But whatever. I knew he wouldn't do that. But she tell him that she need to reach out to Genesis just to say, hey, if you need me, I'm here. Just so they can have some kind of communication, some kind of relationship. She then said, I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm at peace accepting things I can't change. And saying how she does not want to be hurt by him again. And she crying, saying, at 19 I was broke, I was homeless, I was in jail, blah, 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 blah. And, he don't understand how hard it was for me. And let me tell y'all this. Let me just start going in right now. I give zero fucks about Sky and her sadness and her hurt and her pain over giving up her kids for adoption, simply because she'll say in one breath, oh my God, I miss my son so much, I love my son so much, but then be willing to just let go and not try to fix it. You've been away from these kids for 15 years. Just because it was easy for dads to forgive you does not mean that Genesis will be the same way. And my thing is, you want things to be easy. You want them to believe, okay, she had no other choice and she gave us up and we okay with that. And that boy done had 15 years of pain, and he done had at least the past 6 seasons, or at least the past 5 seasons of seeing his mama on TV pussy popping and backpedaling and sucking dick and getting her coochie redone and getting new titties and new ass. And he didn't say you go through at least 2 or 3 different dudes and maybe a female or 2. I'm not sure. But the thing is, he's been through enough years of seeing you on TV and realizing she really left me. And at least for the past goddamn 5 seasons of Black King Crew, she never came to find me. And she wants it to be easy, and I feel like I give zero fucks now because I feel like Sky only wants to redeem herself. I feel like she wants to let herself off the hook, and so because Genesis won't let her off the hook easily, she don't want to deal with it. That's what it is. So I feel like she's playing victim. Is what she's doing. She's playing victim. It's like the only point that she care about is her own, and the only person she care about is her own. And it's like she only care about how she feel, not about how he feel. And I was just like, whatever. So when when Genesis do agree to meet with her, but he say, I'll only meet with you if C's is there. So of course C's is there, and he come in. And it's tense because he don't want to look at her. He can look at her for a second, but it's as if he really do hate her so much. He can't look at her for too long because he gets mad. And for me, watching it, I felt bad for him because she over there smiling, oh my God, you're so handsome. And I felt like y'all ain't at that place where he want to see you being happy, chipper, telling him how he look. He not there yet. And a part of trying to fix a relationship with a child is you have to meet them where they are. So if he isn't in that happy-go-lucky space yet, you can't be there too much because you being there too much can aggravate him. And you already know y'all both have a temper. So at the end of the day, come in, just even kill and just see where he at. If you see he angry, let him be angry. Let him get out his anger. Let him get out his frustrations. Let him cuss and fuss and yell to get it out his system. Because my thing is, like, sometimes with like angry customers, I learned this a long time ago. With angry customers, all they want to do sometimes is vent their frustration or whatever's going wrong. If a sale was wrong, if you didn't answer the phone, whatever it is, they just want to vent for a minute. If you let an angry person vent for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, let them get it all out. Because eventually they'll stop talking. And when they do, you can say, okay, I heard you. Was there anything else that you wanted to express? And once they're done expressing themselves and they've decompressed all that anger, they can then be willing to listen to you. Sky don't do that. Sky wants to have this quintessential perfect relationship where her son understands her plight, and he ain't there yet. He's not. And that's not to say that he's right for not being there yet, or he's wrong for not being there yet. It just is what it is. And he says, cause she say like, do you have anything you want to say to your mother? And he was like, I ain't had nothing to say, and he's not looking at her. He's more looking through her or around her. Like it's as if he was looking at her and he could see through what he felt was her bullshit. And I think it's because we sitting here and you smiling as if we're okay, and we're not. And it doesn't mean that she should have been sitting there frowning, but it means you should have came there and just been, I don't feel like she should have been smiling. I felt like because of the kid and how he is, smiling makes him think you full of shit. Smiling makes him think she thinks it's a game. Smiling probably made him think she think I'm a dummy. She gonna smile on my face and it's gonna all be okay. I felt like she didn't come there really ready to shut up. Because sometimes as a parent who gave up a child, or a parent who has not been there for a child, you have to sometimes shut up and take their anger to let them get it out. And Sky did not do that. So she then says, okay, you don't have to talk. I'll tell you about myself when I was 19. And she goes, yeah, at 19, I was by myself. I was doing young and dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was on my own. And he said, well, I know you've been gone 15 years or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you, don't play with me. It's this little things that he was saying or whatever. Sky immediately went into defense mode. She didn't get into a mode of, let me try to diffuse him. Let me try to make him be calm, because we both can't be fire pieces right now. Sky ain't do that. Sky whole demeanor and in her voice, you could hear she was getting mad. And she was kind of over it. You could hear it in her voice, see it in her face, in her body language. And he felt that shit. And the reason he felt it is because he is her son. And even though they ain't been together for 15 years, they are so much the fuck alike that he sensed it in her, because he know how he do it too. But Sky didn't give a fuck. So she wasn't listening to him. And he could tell that she didn't come there to listen to him. Even if the first thing out his mouth was, I don't have nothing to say. Okay, if he said, I don't have nothing to say, just sit there for a minute. Let Siege talk. Let Siege mediate. That's why he wanted Siege there, because Siege is able to Siege, for some reason, is able to get things out of Genesis that Sky can't. And I feel like that's why Genesis wanted Siege there. Sky didn't give Siege a chance to get emotion or get words out of Genesis. She immediately kind of it flipped. And it went from him saying, you know what I'm saying, I don't know you, don't play with me. And then she said, and don't fucking play with me. And it was on from that minute. And I'm like, you dumb ass bitch. Why would you do that? You just set him off. Because again, he felt like, I already feel like you fake. I already feel that. So if you making me think you here to mend things with me, you already aggressive with me. I felt you could have been calm with me, Mom. I felt like I wanted to express myself to you, Mom. I want to talk through C's a little bit, Mom. But no, the minute I say something, you snap back as if I'm a nigga on the street. And when he stood up to leave. And when he stood up, she stood up as if she was going to square up with the dude. And he looked at it, he was like, man, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I can't do this. You know, I felt like Sky was on some bullshit. I felt like Sky was on that punk ass defensive shit. Like, I'm not gonna let him punk me. I'm not gonna let him hurt my feelings. And she need to drop that shit quick. Because at the end of the day, that boy had 15 years of pain. Even if what you did was the best decision for you at that time, he ain't ready to accept that yet. And you have to give him the time to accept it. Excuse me. It ain't gonna be easy. It's not. It's hard. And thinking it would be easy shows how foolish you are and how much you want things to be easy, which is some bullshit. And so when he get up and he leaving, Sky literally say, you know what I'm saying, fuck that little nigga, bye. I'm like, why would you, even if you let him leave, just don't say shit. Or at least say, son, if nothing else, remember I love you even if you don't love me, and let him go. But to say to where he can, when he hear you say, man, fuck that little nigga, fuck him, Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, why would she do that? You know what I'm saying? Why even show up if you ain't gonna talk? Why are you doing that? Why? It's gonna make him hate you, bitch. That's what it's gonna do. You know, Genesis walked away. I think his dad was there too, walking out with him. And the way Scott acted is the exact reason he don't fuck with her. I feel like he feel like no matter what he say to her, she gonna always be that way. I feel like he feel, even if I tell her how hurt I am and how much I miss her, she gonna give me an excuse as to why she did what she did. And she not gonna say to me, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry my decision hurt you. And I never meant to hurt you, but I know I did. And I fucked up. She won't do that. She gonna consistently make excuses to why she did it. And that's why they can't mend shit. So she was saying to C's like, why can't he talk to me? You know, why the little nigga here, he can't say this? And C's like, he can't express it yet, Sky. He can't talk yet, Sky. He don't know what to say yet, Sky. C's is making all the sense in the world. And Sky on some bun hug bullshit. I want to cry and be sad. I want to play victim. Sky, fuck you. And every goddamn broomstick you rode in on. It's just some bullshit. You know, C's go out to say like, you know, I know he mad. That's his mother. And I feel like on some level, you know what I'm saying, I hope they can talk and they can work it out. He go outside in the snow trying to talk to Genesis. Genesis is in the car and he's like, you know, y'all fucked up, right? You know, y'all fucked up. He mad. He telling the camera crew, get the fuck out my face before I got the car and break the camera and beat your ass. So Genesis, calm your mucking ass down. You can't be fussing and fighting, want to fight everybody too. You can't do that. You can't beat everybody ass. So that I'm gonna call him on that. He need to calm the fuck down. But I get this is a stressful situation, and he's emotional. He's an emotional kid. But at the same time, calm the fuck down, little boy. But you see how he was able to calmly talk to C's. And when C's say, you know, she just emotional, you know, it's a lot going on. It's a very intense situation. You know, can you come back and talk to her? He said, nope, but tell her I hate her. And he was like, tell what? Like, really? And as he's rolling the window up, tell her I hate her. Yeah, tell her I hate her. And the bad part about it is, I really believe him. I really believe at this moment he hates her. I'm not going to say he going to feel that way forever, but I really believe when he said that, he meant that shit. And he meant it because he felt like she just said out loud, fuck that little nigga. And so he like, all right, that's what he not going to remember her crying. He not going to remember anything else she has done or said the whole time she been on. He not gonna remember shit else besides her saying, fuck that little nigga. That's what's gonna stick in his head forever and ever and ever. And you know, Sky has not really tried to fix it. She's only tried to tell him her story. And he don't want to hear her story. Or he's heard her story and he doesn't care. He isn't ready to have her story be the reason things happen the way they happen. And I feel like on some level she really not trying to reconnect with him because she wants it to be too easy, and she's not ready to be in the thick of it and fight for that boy just to fight for a relationship with him. And it's sad on both ends. And yes, he needs to be more open to having a relationship with her, but I feel like he also hasn't had the chance to voice his frustrations to her. He's voiced his frustrations to everybody else except his mama. And until he can get the emotions off of his chest that he has for his mother to his mother, it's gonna always be a tense situation. And I felt like if Sky would have just sat the fuck down and let C's finesse the situation, I feel like Genesis would have started talking. I felt like he would have yelled and screamed and got loud. I do feel that. I don't think it would have gotten violent. I think if Sky would have just sat there and let that boy vent, the next time they talked, he wouldn't have had all that in him. He still filled with rage and anger against his mama, and he just need her to hear it. He need her to hear it one good time, and then they can meet up another time. And each time they meet up, he would get a little softer and a little softer and a little softer. But that's what it takes to fix what you did that's been going on for 15 years, Sky. And Sky's so fucking stubborn and fucking selfish that she don't get that shit. And until she do, he gonna continue to hate her. And I'm done. So that was my review of Black Ink Crew. Put your comments below. And other than that, guys, I'm Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.